of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannoneer. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, BLACHOWICZ.
Ready? Ready? Good.
All right, here we go with the early portions of this round. The former UFC light heavyweight champion, BLACHOWICZ, doesn't want you to say Polish power. He wants you to say legendary Polish power, and certainly a lot of his past opponents can speak to that. But tonight he's fighting a guy who's got a pretty tight guard, so we'll see if he can find the power stroke and find that knockout button here tonight. Oh, he landed a huge hook there. Beautiful shot to the leg.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Good straight hand there by BLACHOWICZ.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Frantic pace early on to this one. Looking to set up a knee of his own.
Big shot lands for both guys.
So the kickboxer able to stay on his feet, at least for now. This is where he wants the fight, and you got to think stuff in the first shot's going to give him some confidence.
He's got to give him a ton of confidence. He said that he would be able to defend takedowns. He said that he was going to put it on this guy. But that was the first test. He's passed. Now let's see if he can continue to defend takedowns as they come in his direction. That hook was big.
Checks the leg kick. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Nice uppercut. And he engages in the single collar tie. Lands a kick there with the right leg. Nice work by Cannoneer. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Ooh, what a punch.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
So 31 total strikes have landed for Jared Cannoneer. BLACHOWICZ's forehead is bleeding now. Cut is open. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Landed a solid punch there. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find it. He's limping now.
Low kick lands flush. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides. Boom.
Oh, what a shot there on the inside. He's hurt now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. Oh, a big left hand. Final seconds of round one. Blachowicz nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, the strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Let's go. Let's open up that cut a little bit more.
Oh, inside kick.
Oh, huge hook. Leg kick now. He's starting to pile those up. Look at the stats.
Oh! You heard him real bad.
Oh, big left.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Nice lead hook by Cannonier. Well, he landed a big knockout in the previous round, and you can just tell his confidence is growing from here.
His confidence is through the roof, as it should. He's doing a great job right now of landing strikes. He just now has to find the one that's going to end the night.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Both fighters throwing heat now.
End this fight. End it.
3 minutes and change to go in round two.
Attack that cut for me. Let's go.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Oh, pinpoint accuracy on the hook right there.
That is a tremendous strike. Like Alex Fajeda, you develop a great hook, you can end nights of your opponents.
Chin down, hands up.
Leg kick checked effectively there by Blachowicz. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Check the redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, just a nasty leg kick. That would hurt. That's more than
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Give me an elbow.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Well, more often than not, when he is struck, he has landed 86 total strikes have landed for the Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier. and landing with 37% accuracy thus far tonight against Jan Blachowicz. 90 seconds to go in the round.
That straight's working. Keep on it.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Big double leg, double change. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Under a minute to go. Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. Blachowicz is really making things difficult for these. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every shot. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Cannonier's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Beautiful diving strike lands. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Good round.
All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, so that round is in the books. Blachowicz is really starting to donate a lot of blood right now. You got to think that is getting into his eye, compromising his vision. Cut man's got his work to do over the next 60 seconds. All right, well, the cut man has got his work cut out for him, and I believe we have isolated the shot that caused that critical cut above the eye.
I mean, right above the eye, John. Too many damaging blows. He's got to change something because now every time he gets hit above the eye, the blood will start to leak in his eye, making it almost impossible to fight.
All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Trademark inside leg kick there by Blachowicz. All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Trying to set up a choke here. That guillotine is tight.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Blachowicz is really starting to bleed now, and some of that blood you can see is starting to faucet into the eye. Clearly his opponent is taking advantage of all the damage that he has doled out here tonight.
Get the bone here.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Blachowicz. Making all these shots count. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Blachowicz is really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better. All right, side control now.
He's got his head. Look looking for the arm triangle.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up. In the half guard.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Nice positional control here.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's gonna have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by BLACHOWICZ.
He's got to be careful here.
BLACHOWICZ is really pressing now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Push him off. Push him off.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. Cannonier's in half guard. Oh, looking for the submission now. Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Like that. Like that.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. BLACHOWICZ is back in full mount.
Nice transition.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Final seconds of the fight.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
An incredible fight as long as it played out, and we will need the judges' scorecards. Tremendous back and forth affair tonight. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. And the kickboxer wasn't point fighting tonight. He was going for it. Doesn't get the finish, but certainly a performance that he will look back upon fondly, I would think.
Yeah, he'll be happy. He'll be very happy about this because there were a lot of positives in regards to his takedown defense, his impact when he was throwing his strikes, his ability to fight where he needed to fight and do the things that he needed to do in order to get this victory.